you see some quite ugly racism in country towns especially, with the non-Aboriginal people saying it's all the fault of Aboriginal people. But here's the irony. Many of the elites today are making the whole debate much harder to have because they're not blaming the Aboriginal people. They're saying they're victims and we whiteys are the problem.
Yes.
It's all our fault. Our culture's the evil one that's done these terrible things. We're actually all in this together.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
And then dishonesty goes.
Yeah.
And you get virtue signalling, like let's change the date of Australia Day from people who want to engage in symbolism for reasons of loathing of our own culture.
Yes.
More than, I'm being really blunt here, I think a genuine understanding of what's going to make a difference for Aboriginal people.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And of course, it is like a distraction, if you like. Well, we're not actually fixing any problems. So let's look over here to this lovely bit of symbolism that'll make you feel warm and fuzzy while we don't actually get to the crux of the issue and deal with it on a human basis.
Yeah.
And that's what frustrates me the most is that, you know, if you're a human and you've got white skin, you're not allowed to have an opinion on anything to do with anyone of dark skin. It's, you know, when there's so much goodwill out there for non-Aboriginal people toward Aboriginal people, if we get people of Aboriginal descent continually who are the, you know, in the elite of this country, who are turning around and continually saying, you know, it's all the fault of the white man, yet they themselves have had all this wonderful opportunity, have paved a way for them to, you know, become elitists in this country, and turn around and say everything's the white man's fault and I'm still a victim, but you're not actually helping the most marginalised Aboriginal people who are nothing but Aboriginal, who have their culture intact, who have their language intact. They are the most marginalised. And to turn around and say to all those people with goodwill, it's all your fault, that goodwill is going to fade at some point. You know, people are going to get sick of continually being called a name. And when they're there, they've got, you know, they've opened themselves and they're saying, what can we do to assist? Effectively, they're stopping any kind of understanding of what it simply is to be human, to help in the best way they can with these circumstances, with this situation.